Hey guys, Lacey Elizabeth here, and Nars just dropped a brand new light reflecting foundation. This is their newest foundation. I've got it right here. We're going to try it on, test it out, and give this product a score. Today is going to be our most comprehensive foundation video to date. I'm going to be doing this side of my face without any powder, this side of my face with powder, and I'm going to show you guys the results. It is shocking. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. Let's get into it. This is the brand new light reflecting foundation from Nars. Actually, Nars dropped another foundation same time last year, so is this like a common thing that they're going with now? Who knows? We'll wait until next year to find out. But this is their brand new foundation. I actually picked up shade 2, Mont Blanc. And this one looks like it'll be a good match. It was kind of hard to tell with their shade range. They have a lot with, olive undertones, I find. So definitely, if you are of an olive undertone skin tone, definitely try this one out. I think you'll definitely find your shade. Alright, so I've got my handy dandy MAC palette right there. I'm just going to give this a good shake. I'm going to pump 3 pumps out, maybe 4. Let's go with 4. Now, I'm just going to see, because this looks really watery. Okay, so it is quite watery. It runs quite a bit on the palette. Good to know. I do want to bring your attention to this. The instructions say, shake well, apply a small amount starting in the center of the face and blending outwards. Avoid direct contact with eyes. I feel like I'm just going to share that with you guys because that is very important. This also has a 24-month shelf life. As always, I'm going to go in and do one side of my face with a brush to test out this foundation. Now I'm going to go in and do the other side with a beauty sponge. I'm going to start with the brush this time because I'm curious. Alright, this is very liquidy, like it says. Picked up half of the amount of product. Let's go in, apply to the center. Okay, so color match is pretty decent. It's a little sheerer than I thought it would be. If you guys are curious to know what I primed my face with, it's the Milk Cosmetics Hydro Grip Primer, and I'll link everything down in the description for you. Now I am applying this right under the eye with the brush. Okay, so color match, it's decent. I want to see how this oxidizes down. It might be a little bit too dark. I am, however, picking up pretty much all of the product I put down, which normally 3 pumps would do my whole face in any other foundation, but this is actually a lot sheerer than I thought it was going to be. For light reflectiveness, this side has no foundation on, just primer. You can definitely see the light reflect, the glowy. It is there. That looks really pretty, actually. Okay. That part is impressive. I'm going to pump a little bit more foundation onto the palette. I want to see how this builds with a brush. Let's go with 3 more pumps, which would make 6 pumps for one side of the face. So we're just going to put that out there. That is quite a bit of product. But I'm just going to start in the center, like it said. My nose, in between the eyebrows, and I'm going to work that product outwards. Always remember to apply some to your ears and bring it down the neck. You always want to have that cohesion. Bring it up to your hairline. Okay, so it does build. I feel like I did get better coverage when I applied a little bit more. Okay, definitely the light reflect is there, considering I've got nothing on this side. That's really pretty. If you do not like that really dewy kind of look, you're going to hate this, but this, I don't mind it. This is actually really nice. Although, I'm just going to say it, it is verging on the oily look. You guys know what I mean? You know, when you kind of have to like grab the blotting papers from out of your purse and you're just like tapping it out. It's very, very light reflective. It's very shiny. Now, this could be just because I'm sitting in the studio and I'm under like 11 different lights, or 12, I can count. There's 12 different lights here. But this is very light reflective. So let's go in and apply more product and do the other side. I'm going to go in with 5. I'm going to go in with 5 pumps. That's a lot of foundation. but I am going to pick that up on my sponge. So before I go in and do the other side, I just want to point out I really do like the finish on this, and I am going to apply powder, so we are going to see what it's going to look like after it's powdered down and not so intensely shiny. So stay tuned for that. Let's go in. Again, applying to the center of my face as per the instructions. It's applying very well with the sponge. And catching the ear. Bring it up to the hairline. I almost prefer the way it looks when I applied it with the brush. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Which side do you prefer? Let's go in with a little bit more. I want to see how it builds with the sponge. Now this is 3 pumps. I did 5, 3, I think 6 or 7, 8 on the other side. That is a lot of foundation. I am going to apply it right here under my eyes. I want to build up right there. Okay, so it does build with the sponge. I am going to go in with the butt of the sponge and just kind of tap that out on my hairline. Tap that out right here where I applied a majority of the product. I just feel like I maybe went in a little too heavy-handed. I'm just turning the sponge around. Okay, before I powder my face, I just want to share with you guys, this is how it's drying down. It's not as shiny. The wet side obviously looks a little bit more light reflective and dewy. The drier side, again, this does not have powder on it yet, is drying down a little bit more on the matte side, but it is still very light reflecting and dewy. You're getting that iridescent look. Okay, for powder today, we are going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder. I am going to go in with a powder brush. Okay, so I'm just going to apply the powder to the one side of my face because I want to see how this is going to finish. Because so far, I do not like the way that this is looking. This side obviously looks very glassy, it looks very dewy, it looks very hydrated. The powdered side looks very dead almost. I hate to say that, but it looks very matte, very dead. You lose all light reflecting, properties whatsoever. That I'm not thrilled about. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go in, work on this side of my face and show you guys the before and after. I'm gonna go in now and apply some bronzer and contour because this is looking hella dead and we have to liven this up. So I am gonna go in with my Scott Barnes bronzer and this is my IT Cosmetics brush. This is their Wand Ball powder brush. I love this brush for applying bronzer. It's like one of my faves. So I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to apply it on one side of my face because I want to see how I can liven this up. So I'm just going to apply the bronzer where I normally would. Normally I don't even show you guys these steps. I just go in and do it. But today, because this side is definitely looking dead, that's already helping quite a bit. We're just going to try and liven her up just a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with my palm blending brush from Artis, which I love and I can't live without, and just blend out that bronzer. Okay, so far it's definitely working. Let's go in with some contour. Now for contour, again, I'm using my Scott Barnes contouring palette. Clearly this is well loved. I super love it. Normally I'll go into these two shades. I like to mix it up. We'll go into this shade right here and a little bit of this shade right here to kind of give this some life. I'm just going to tap it off. I'm going to apply that right here. A very light hand, small circular strokes. This is giving it some life, definitely. I still don't love how it kind of looked dead in here. It's definitely going to require some blush and some highlight, but I still lost basically all light reflecting properties from one side to the other. I can't seem to get that back. All right, we need blush. So this is a blush and highlight palette from Pat McGrath. I am going to go in probably with this one right here in the center. I'm just going to take, again, a Scott Barnes brush because his blush brush is fantastic. I'm just going to pick up some of that blush, tap that off on the back of my wrist and try and liven up this makeup. I look blushed, but I still look dead. This is not good. You know what? We're just going to do it. I'm going to add a little bit of highlight, and then if that doesn't liven this up, I don't know what will. I'm going to go in with just a fluffy blending brush, pick up just a little bit of that highlight, again, tap that off, and I'm just going to add it right here. Okay, that worked a little bit. It doesn't look light reflecting to me. It looks very, very mattifying once you have the powder on compared to the other side that does not have any powder on it. All right, because I'm looking a little flat, I am gonna go in with all liquid products. I'm gonna do the exact same on the other side. So I am gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario. This is the shade Light. This is a cream contour. I'm just going to put that right here, exactly where I would add my contour. And just a little bit right there. I'm going to go in with that same brush I was using, and I'm just going to just blend out that contour. Blend out that bronzer. Okay, this side looks so much more pretty. But if you can't powder it down even a little bit, that's just going to move on you. So, for blush today, I'm going to be using this Nars blush. I'm just going to pick up some of that blush on a spatula, add it to my palette. And then I'm going to go in with the butt end of my dampened beauty sponge and pick up some of that product. I'm going to add this blush right here. I don't love it. I mean, the blush I love is definitely a Ride-or-Die blush. But this is not working for me. I'm losing all that life, all that basically light reflecting properties, the more products I add on top of this. So far, this is a complete flop, but we are going to finish this look. I am going to go in with this Merit product right here. This is their cream highlighting stick. I'm just going to take that same sponge and I'm just going to soften the edges of that. Okay. I've done the same on either side, one side with cream product and the other side with powder and all powder products. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys love it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys prefer one side or the other, again, let me know. Because, honestly, am I loving it? We're going to find out. You know what, guys? It's time to give this product a score. Starting with application. So I went in and I did 2 coats. Basically, just trying to build up that, to get it to be a little bit more full coverage. And now it looks like paint. I feel like this is, intensely on there. That's just crazy. I'm going to show you guys a clip of me trying to remove it down the center of my face. It is thick. I'm going to have to give this one a 6 out of 10 for application. Up next, pigment. So the color was actually a decent color match. I'm not terribly mad at it. Do I like the fact that this side looks light reflecting and there's no powder on it and that's going to move around on me? No, not really. Do I like the side here where I put powder on it, kind of really looks dead, and I really had to work with different products, bronzers, and light reflecting highlighters to try and give it back some life after paying $65 for something that's supposed to give me life and that glowy dewy finish? No. Alright, so for pigment, I'm going to have to give this one a 6 out of 10. Moving on to texture and finish. Alright, so this is looking cakey. I see pores, especially right in here. Now, the powdered side, actually, it hides the pores that, are my problem pores. The unpowdered side, definitely I could see them. That is kind of a huge no-no for me. I don't like that at all. I had to go in with 8 pumps on this side, 6 on this side. That's 14 pumps of foundation. So that's a lot of foundation right there. This is kind of not giving me the life that I want when I'm applying a foundation. It looks really thick. It is thick on there. So this foundation has big claims. I just want to point this out to you. So on the side of the box, this says it improves skin radiance by 61%. I don't see it. I mean, it's there on this side, but it's not on the powdered side. Moving on to the next claim. This says, more even skin tone by 93%. I can agree with that, 100%, but that's because it's on like paint. This is on thick, okay? So, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to give this one a 4 out of 10. And finally, value. All right, this is $65 Canadian, which is the exact same price as my Ride-or-Die favorite Dior foundation. That one is phenomenal. This one, it is not meant for me. It might be meant for someone else, but it is not meant for me. Honestly, after 14 pumps of foundation to kind of get it to look the way that it looks right now, I can't even, like, for me to even come up with a value, it's the same as the Dior. The Dior's 3 pumps of foundation for me to make this happen. 14 is, I have no words except for this. I'm gonna have to give this one a 3 out of 10. Bringing us to a final score of 19 out of 40. Now we all know that this is a fail, 100%. That is not a passing score at all. Poor Nars. Okay, listen guys, if you love videos like this, let your girl know. Hit her up in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys think of this product. Seriously, I want to know. Write me in the comments down below. I always write back. If you love videos like this, definitely smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss whenever I drop a new video. All right, guys, until next time, live, love, and lip gloss. Bye, guys.